President Mahama, we are against illegal mining. Where is the contribution of the NPP? They had the opportunity 8 years to save us from this. NDC for Nkwana, Omuni Wontumi anya, and as a government, no Wontumi anya. NPP for Ashedre.
Abusua mamo kwaba e konson koso emra dwumadie so still on chama Wontumi ewo Galamsey wonsensama nansen abededwa ewo oman Ghana mu a amanfo kwache se yenya ntam na em prosecute chama Wontumi se emra no bubọ no a se de be ya oman Ghana ebefa yentoma pa efra ebenso din komo se enye chama Wontumi nko na ye Galamsey ewo oman Ghana mu enti yenya no na wonfa ne honni eno nanam so ama Mustafa Gwandi or NPP ni one of the communicators opening kase pa waba be din komo na watwetwe komo so afa ho ama sisi amene okasei ensem bebre ene frinsem yachi eba yenya butrenko na yentiemu details ni a wo mode ba be ye chama Wontumi NPP amanokuo no amiate asese NPP fo ni bi kwa no epese yem prosecute chama Wontumi sanse wadibone wasensase ewo oman Ghana mu quick one yenko na yenya konya na yenya butre entiensamu a Mustafa Gwandi ede atudwa abusua nensem na no hye papa
Partisan Wontumi person or core regional national chairman. And NPP for say dey woman ye. Obi hu chi na afi kura no mbe fa akiri akoka jagum. Say dey be ya nipa no entimi nko nanim.
Omo NPP for na.
Omo ananya omo na tena po awa yi. Omo ko bi mu ko be confirm na ho ba say they are not good people. Omo yi a omo ye omo na machiri. Omo shese de omo ya. Omo say omo ho. So normally when you are looking at obi a oya onanya NDC for Nkwana. WM say omuni Wontumi anya and as a government no ni Wontumi anya MPP for no betimi ahedre wo apese emra no kra no ndi yiye enyo say dey ya the chairmanship no Wontumi contest. So all these factors come to play.
Nti Mustafa nti dia wokai does it mean say dia kwasu na no ono a ne nkrofo na tietire piempia
besi amanya sama yeye omunya ba sa me de kwa da da me ko me ba asem no nti de ko panya me atwo
ne obi kan ne na utiate
omunya ba asem pe na watamfo tietire na omu tietiem omu miem na omu kajagum timi Wontumi de bi kwa de mintimi enya you can't rule out say ebia efiefo ka ho bi because our political ambition. Opposite the national chairman. National chairman is a young no pet. What I say? The Nkabefa Kwambiso Anka. But I don't think that NDC government, any officer of the government is willing to treat anybody unlawfully. And answer dini pa befa kwan bia nyamra kwan so what they say now Wontumi there na niama oya dofu it's not good say unya kwanya say o di amanya semu a you must have limits and restraint in the things that you do. Ba ko kwa there na quarry factor okuma say transition here ya kwati wo na mo de explosive a share track mu a S1 we are explosive them. Those cases have not been. And yeah, dear, they do some cases in the Pukra. So you see, MPP for 8 years, no, and it is not proper. No political party, no group of people should have the opportunity to exhibit those tendencies in power. It should never happen to this country again. Ghana in Nayadia, a crony at and near maybe our Medana. That is why I get very upset. Some it is a MPP for Galamsey once a month. I get very upset. And MPP for the Wontumi anya Galamsey he may not have done Galamsey, but Ukoji mining concession if you are buying her. Because there are laws. Minerals of this country is vested in the president. To Ukona Omuti Bima Sekoya, and Mrada home. So Ukoya na one dim ranetria. It is called Galamsey. So, sir, Emrane say Yamau concession say Okoye mining. But we are ensure Eda, Yimra, Mrano Tressa, a certain level of a idiot, and the same father mining. It is the one here, you know, workers cry, Echo mining or fast line one. It's one marathon. Emrano Mfuaso. And a two concession holders, baby. Onipani kono wakwakoji concession or minerals commission. Waji concession na you know aji permit aka ho. Na onwa de all mine you. No de ama small scale miners are. Yemo omo friend in the local in the tributing. Na nipa no ye adwuma na ono oji commission chire. Se nipa na anya na adwuma yi a anya aban ne de sobokwa bodo wo a oji concession na de sobo no be ma ho. Wobi nso ho wa kwaje concession oje concession no aje prospecting license and no de akose yiram no otu mine gold no o ya sa de no a entwa mra kwan so eno no emra no ebeto it's as if the NDC government is witch hunting everybody and akromu ha no ye ka so wabọ kwa ye bibi anya this emra no enante ansana obi ehu say yampa na nyampa
we dey about to aso no daroma enru wadaroma enru na ye ne Ashanti Regional Communication Director Jochiri Nkomo and wutie wo mo nkomo no a wo mo nti ase no ewie peye owing to the fact say ade no environment lands minister waje the license every ninsem ana wa revoke na we revoke ananka ndi anka say asem de nasem ko enti beyond that na ya chi no na kire wo madwene kakra
license no dey say revocation and you Wontumi kwa na wo mbe revoke na license for the NPP for say they are not mining what they say NPP for say they are not mining their members are not mining and now one also in the news said in the last 8 years sabe o party ba power unya akwenya ye nyema bi and one more GG concessions in fact and one more forest reserve the work room hanona that time no 2016 2012 the kase Galamsey na on a very small scale na do the basa assembly kwa obi ye mining small scale mining we do ni pano those are esiho ubisa small scale miners amaka kire onipa ne mine pe na the following week wire reclamation ennuano na bi mu nnua but they used to do reclamation and abedi generated because it took a political twist and anado ba ye na anado ka say we issue permits yanko mine forest reserve gold na o hold doors it's okay omo ye nso o mine no endi hu mfaso omo na omo afeso twa omo chiri awie hu sika nyina and na mo wie ye say we ye lands minister we ye EPA boss we ye minerals commission boss na wo ma wo bi permit say onko mine e wo forester eye wasade emra no hyew say wo be hese nipa no e be ye mine ni yiye no ye afforestation say ba bia mine wo eye wasade so wo be hese wo mu nkonko mine wo nsum MPP for ade no mo pa no mo da em wo mu ministers ni wo mu panyifo of evidence wo what time wa wo mu wa ban so no One minister, cabinet minister, Babonte, and so tap on Trenia or you or Babonte Metro Ghana for set. Now the Jubilee House, now or one was not just an enabler, it was a conveyor belt beneficiary of illegal mining activities in this country, particularly the most dangerous one of the illegal mining, destruction of forest reserves and water bodies. One amount a license, a buying through the president, through the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. They didn't supervise it. And the Galamsey said, why mona ya Galamsey do I say yes, you are say not the NPP for Kabia. And they think they should still be treated fairly. It's provoking.
Okay,
you can't be a witch and be a soothsayer at the same time. So, all cats obey by 4. Now, you can fall into Amna or also him. But you can't be both at the same time. So, and I will be a year, said that Usu a year for one. Yeah, the baby years wow.
As you are trying more than the
for a Yakabum, President Mahama Baya, Yakabum set of my wood one, and now mine one. Yeah, determined, say, one mine, no. We will force them to do the right thing so that it doesn't affect our livelihood. Now, you are reforming a Niyama, and even the public awareness, the public education about illegal mining activities, 2016, 2020, within 8 years ago, yeah, who be saying. This is the first time wa Omampenya Baba Transe, what tools are afraid something is na Sabio, you are nearby, now so a answer away and now back of 14.
Aha, Mustafa, and no, and come my bed, minutes out to be a say, no more position, no, not Manogua, and Galamsey, yen your one key to us, your one key to us, your mobile. Mu interventions ni na ma exhausting ni na ma enkabi into ma short into na mwapa efre CSOs ni so omomra na mumunji wa mode amfa nka mode ho mode nasa.
Oh, intervention bia enyen exhausting ni wom no say ya bai afi ni etoto niam ya sha afia ye de niam gu kwan mu a ye ne Galamsey illegal mining no ye tua no ye betu ase. The last bit of it is said nanui President Mahama tun se fre obia se moman kamum onyansani no opanyansa ka ne nyansa ho no jimifo na se wonim enti sa ban no atunsa fre se ensentrofo nanka ye kan na NPP fo nso akobi ade Jubilee House o matra hobi afeda ade na omsuro se adwimone nta wo machire na wo ye committed se ye nyina ye moa na ye ntwa ade na no a ade ntin wo mankobi but enkofo koy Ghana fo koy asofo koy ekotoatoa binia ye tra ha se sie Lands and Natural Resources through the president se sia ye kase. There have been various attacks on illegal mining setups at Ghana Hena. Yeah, couldn't giddy. And at 2, Omanpenny Abuama almost streamline a task force. And Kaneokai or Operation Vanguard and a war Galam stop. Nina Ababegu Interministerial Committee. But we know a special task force. Immigration for whom, see a two now yet. Foreigner and once immigration for so they will call police for a womb, CID for womb, into one more yet to one more prepared document. There do call police and penny for the court. And at 2, 3, a soldier for womb, forest reserves and for the 2 Akugu Honia the idea, so only 2 and a soldier. And one more 2 so sweet, the crowd yet, almost some the year. And so the 2 gold was an idea. And Abino is very focused in terms of what to do and what not to do. And at 3, Lands and Natural Resources Minister so Namwa or Commission or JJ large scale concessions no omu rezoning no omu de alluvials ni bi ama small scale holders that omu timia mining responsibly. The reason is that se uko a particular constituency and a region omu de omu nim na illegal mining omu nim adwuma bia mining omu nim adwuma bia eka mining ho enti se aban ko ka kire sa nkrofo no se mamunya mining die mu a na che se omodua ne bebo wo mo. So government is giving an alternative say yebema small scale miners license. Nya mo documents ni na ya hwe se de be ya wo meye ni yiye na wo nso no a wo te community ho no wo benya adwuma ne bia ye ama enye so wo bia di adwuma fiwa no na say gold board the special initiative wa say you choose say Ghana ni we small scale mining gold board ebe shower sene ama equipment na ya ma concession the one mining responsible gold no beba o mine no ayimu a ebe bo anyina binia forestry commission aya kradwa reclamation eba be shasi a babia wo ma sese ayi nyina yi wo mu kwakwohwe na ye kata so ni etimi dua koku ananse nua wo so NPP abreso frɛ wo mu na bisa wo mu so mo ankoji loan so mo koye reclamation NPP frɛ wo mu se wo mu ankoji loan under Lands and Natural Resources Ministry se wo mu koye reclamation imba no wo mu ye reclamation no wo mu crowd ye kosa ankoji loan so wo mu koye Green Ghana wo mu bedie nnua na ye yi ni nyina wo mu diska no. So when you do all this and you are by 9 months in here, MPP cannot point anybody in the Jubilee House, Albekase, or Galamsey. You can't point out anyone in the Jubilee House of President Mahama, or Galamsey. And now, Yasumamia Mame Koma Mini DC is in Dinkomo. So we are DC now on Pesreso. Omanpenyi se mo bia nya mining e wo forest reserve e na ensuo so se ujama wo bi koya udc nu na wadwuma bebo because wa sade se wo information on every crime ye wo dissect e wo hono mu a e se wo mo so mo ye mo adwuma mo mo se information bia wo mo de bema aban na yetimi a stop ade no enka president Akufo-Addo ye we 10% mini anka na no pay we will be talking about something different. We are only here because the ones who have perpetrated large-scale destruction of water bodies and our forest reserves, you know, they are the ones shouting the loudest.
Mr. Face, I want MPP for Kasa. Rather, no, I'm going to blame NDC say mobile ye. Na emra na mu wait no. Sema na mo kan na the way of the belief say more enough interventions and strategies are mo de be and the Galamsey no owing to ensem bia na mo be keka. Eno kra kan wo bi na obehia nanse yi miracles aboaje ne empanifo bi eka wo mo ekoye press conference wo nsia no etre devastating state of yensuwa no na wo so kan say yes if they have done better and can you think yet ho enne
ya in the last 10 years I have at least elaborated what the MPP couldn't even think about. Not that there was no solution. They were perpetrators deep neck rooted in this Galamsey na Omunomaye. Omanpenyi Akache, the presidency itself was a conveyor belt, a beneficiary of destruction of forest reserves under President Akufo-Addo. And I say that on authority. Ministers of President Akufo-Addo who had appetite for money, desire for more than what they had, they were all involved in mining and Galamsey. Of course, Galamsey because places where they mine, they haven't been reclamation. And that is Galamsey. Any mining activity that violates mining law is Galamsey. In the last 9 months, what the MPP is doing is on the gold board, no, abua ama or mine no stabilize it. Ayesa ama nanu ikrano, Dabi enam krum ena sesia de wadane director of election of MPP. And what tries to whitewash it, President Akufo-Addo body a wadi nyina it won't wash. And to gold board one hinti and the MPP for fee say when they push NDC to fight illegal mining, it will reduce our vote. It's not going to reduce our vote because Nkrofo Wamuti and crossing mining a wahono. They are also victims. Omunyan shon Omunya assassin no koko. Yes, gold sika wom. Uwa unyeska is the only industry a husika But they appreciate the fact that the danger is glaring. I have been to places many MPP NDC for na Asia womu small scale mania. Womu kwa no gitum say baby they are even willing, small scale miners, they are even willing say abano ma womu akwenya. At some point they will engage to do reclamation, to help the government do reclamation at the places they have mined without reclamation. And to what think I know say or party negu because NDC is vigorously fighting illegal mining and na do power 8 years. You are joking because you led a government that was a national fraud, a government that crime was at the center. It had everything to do with looting the country. That is what President Akufo-Addo and his government, the MPP, did to the people of Ghana. They will never forget. So we are going all out. The political party NDC is supporting the government. That is why my boss, the General Secretary, has indicated the National Chairman has said, Yamwa of Abino. Now your party should be disciplined and do what is right. So we are moving around and doing it. Where is the contribution of the MPP? And Sunwa, miracle, Equatorial, Napo, during campaign. And then Napo ne buye na nuka se, Galamsey omu nyaida. Napo, I can send you the video. Napo, the supposed vice presidential candidate of the MPP, etu nanumuto, se Galamsey omu nyai. Me, I have gone to places that I told the people of Ghana, say, okay, those videos came and said, NDC will never stop small-scale mining. And exactly so, the government will not. NDC, President Mahama, is not against small-scale mining. We are against illegal mining and mining activities that destroy our water bodies and the forest reserves. Many happening Afriye Ayu. In the run-up of their campaign, one say, JFE said, Swamu Bani and now fight illegal mining. Now, lose seats our mining area. That is their small mind. That is how they think, MPP. That is how they think. And that is why they didn't fight illegal mining. We are boldly going all out to say to our brothers who are doing mining, sir, the country will not be destroyed because of your business. Kromuha, ebimuye and some trouble, ebimuye lawyer for, ebimuye queer for, ebimuye mining. Ma mining for Nkwano and denying the other sides of this society our ability to live healthy life and also survive. Until we are going all out, and the farmers agree. Even the miners themselves, the victims, your baby, and for mining, no more than to Kona to her. Ubasa request from one who to Kumu. Several of it. Yet today, Biana mining a year a work in Crawford and Crawford 10. No woman who name Krawi and Nipa. We are concerned as a country. There are places that one more yama, the Siano, a Kriafua, Omudo Coco. Omuda bro, omuda bankani, omunya baby no omado. All of them agree, say, we must do the mining, but we must do it well. In the last 9 months, the kind of public awareness, public campaign, the uproar, the vigor of government against illegal mining, President Akufo-Addo have never been able to do 10% of it. What they are saying. So when we are talking, omunya din ema yani kurono. Because they had the opportunity 8 years to save us from this. Look, one more mining forest reserve. Meaning, and one more say one more yet gold for oil. Gold for oil now, one more. Their excuse they were doing it so that fuel prices will come down. How much were we buying fuel at that time? And then so, Honorable Dinapo, Eduji Tamaklu, boss to Fui, Yamfa free Spain na buy it, free India na buy it, Yamrantia, Ghana, Krum. How much do we buy for it today? So the MPP's mindset is that they will fight they will pitch NDC against people. Serbia, yeah, fight illegal mining. You know, the government, the people in the mining areas will be angry with us. Ghanaians didn't punish the NPP because of illegal mining. They punished them because of their wickedness, their criminal tendencies, their incompetence, and their appetite to steal public money. The MPP is on record to have stolen more than what they will ever need in their survival and in their existence. That is why Ghanaians are punishing them, and we will not suffer that same fate. And here, we are very focused. The president's instruction is very clear. We are up and doing. In fact, the president has stated that na oneno ye juma na wo de ukoye wo hu se ukoye double standard illegal mining obepamo. And that instruction itself is enough to ward government appointees from involving in this kind of things. President Akufo de abless de ye ma tag free Jubilee House and now ukoye small scale ukoye Galamsey uko mining forest reserve but bi obehu forest bi anu akọ up to nanado krom sabiu a forest reserve on its own. Omu tuya se yete se nanado fence wall ebu ewo chebiho. When Nanado was president, and I know what they tried to do again was to go and say, so, Bole, President Mahama Krum, Bole crash is here done illegal mining sites. Meanwhile, you're going to enter. I say, who come and now quanta area on one, echo drew dollar power, but be a Cote d'Ivoire 4G, yeah. Meaning, gold in the Guhuna. Galamsey. Legal mining activities was a threat to we power dam. Ukaya. Even when MPP was in power. Black Volta. Yanko for Ghana for course so yet mining activities on the Black Volta was when Nanado was in power. And here. So they are doing everything to equalize the crimes of President Akufo-Addo with President Mahama, but almost said President Mahama over Sika Yanefe, or no dear, a sum and the Yanefe. Nana don't so dear upper life, or she suit are not the handkerchief a goon. MPP Mrantia womanam krum, would they almost to end this in Mrantia, end this in Mrantia per cities, MPP Mrantia per dollars. No more designer space, I can say no more. That is what the MPP know, while their party is collapsing. We were a product of poverty. Veranda boys and girls. MPP for classy and go school. So we appreciate what it takes to lift a society from crashing down. That is the track record of the NDC. And I can assure you that in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, Ghanaians will see the proceeds. Ghanaians will see the outcome of government fight against illegal mining. We will see the progress. We will see, say, many opinion Kopoko Minister for Agric. Our commission team one, they are going all over the place. One more sample, I have ensure the level of chemical pollution pollute land no. Said in terms of our health. MPP no money lands and Minister of Agric. They had Minister of Agric. Why didn't they do that? Yeah, can say EPA, a commission team one. They are sampling the water bodies and seeing, say, one more year lab test to understand the level of chemical pollution. Said they be cleaning. MPP didn't they have EPA? Didn't they know that? One go school. They went to school, but they didn't have commitment to do that. So when we are talking, they should shut up and keep quiet. Concessions in India, Avenue or mobile lose because would the concession now? Now, Wakoye Galamsey, 1 year, 8 years. Now, party savage, na say, Mumu mining. Why should you be continue to mine? Why should the MPP continue to perpetuate illegal mining and the NDC people being blamed about it? So they should relax. In the coming days, woman. Say unwire Galamsey, ya the concession amount. No akwa mining forest reserve 8 years one mining near 2 more. I say now we say why na cover by. So allow the executives to sit in Accra and be misbehaving. It is their party people that will suffer.
Mustafa, per what you are saying, doesn't mean say even out of government and in opposition, they are still in the Galamsey business world.
Say one say Galamsey because one kura concessions and one more mining in accordance with law. That is even those who are mining alluvial, in forest. The law is that the concession mawa, who mining, say we have reclamation, now we have afforestation. And to who concession, now we have sad now on Kataswa. You are doing Galamsey practically. But the one that is terrorism, one Nanado Mawamokoye, forest reserve, and womu to say forest, and they brought Chinese people, no Muya, or one Kataso, and TSC DC, and you say, and took but their concessions being now near satisfied, yeah, Omone and Rabedino, so they should wait. So, Yabaye, CNG concessions being free one more. Near minister, yeah, and said, was suspended. Time a woman who said, Omulusuno, Oma issue concessions to be minister suspending now. As I speak, the Ministry for Lands and Natural Resources is reviewing all the concessions to see, say, that is how we can uproot illegal mining, and the MPP will be the victim because they are the ones behind the distraction. Woman say, Uko share this in India, Upes Kamanua, or the concession in the that will not happen. So you see, it is the MPP that is doing this thing. The MPP are the ones, it is their members who are doing it more. Because in the last 8 years, woman forest reserve and Profoko too. Now, and this in India, we are one walk.
Hey, mobile and there will be a one to mobile ye. And come on, me after last week, me boy, if I Galamsey, one more bomb was war. Some mobile ye, Titu or Western region, Western North. And this in Peninfoni be. Eh, to den. And
this is for become. But do one MPP for concession wo mudimu. One say police ni kwachi will be a okuta krono adia. This is a kofia di okobo krono no. Wo okuta krono adia no. Emra na ubedi. Wo ukọ wi aya uton yan so ni emra no bedi. Enti MPP for na concessions no wo mudimu. So what I say? Forest reserve one come an meaning President Mahama tell Kunya so 2016. What is will be a command for it? Now me cry the minimum say to go to forest reserve say yeah pay good. I didn't know. We didn't know at the time. At the time no yet to say yeah pay bibi chamfam. Woman the mine said certain no better near on why pass a see idea. Woman man be ye baby. I say you I say you bibia. Now, Oko saying so. Look, most of the river bodies are not flowing. See, now, I was discussing with the this the machines no could be machines need be caught. Now, almost they are dredging and so no ama kwano asanso demo and san and so no beti me move. And 8 years. What was saying so na and so na a potopotonage na wa. Ufi say ufri aban mu no na it's enough. The water will be clean. And 2. You will fear another a near cocoa naturally. So, who come to Maya? You will show be a friend of Sukoko. Meaning, I say, your Pebremu, a Galamsey, and so near cocoa. That is the nature of the water. So, and to top and so bad. Normally, no sono adjoin it, streams no adjoin it. It is even so the scale of a pollution high. All these ones are because woman fees are not present. Takufado, so woman asinintino, woman so she. Sabranos police in the way one walk stop MPP chairman be and answer secretary be illegal mining. We are one who stop woman. Eko Usimo, our central region. One near Mante D will come has sent through this forest reserve. And ye Ebony. And when we are talking, they should keep quiet and allow the country to run.
Now, Mustafa, nkɔmɔ no baako nso so a megye send the mate atwa ma so kora ebu why my so reluctant in declaring state of emergency in the fight against Galamsey. Many are of the belief say and only a control there betumi etwa Galamsey eso o man mu.
Show many are said we dey comfort na monya ntokwa o ko che comfort no kuta ankofo a wo see because we when one month no police ninti this a okofa grenade and say no have be che comfort ne handcuff.
Oh that be
so what you say Galamsey for you betimi achi wom and no be na yedi obi kokoti and I think that it shouldn't just be Wontumi said the auditor general kai no there are a lot of people akwa bi a wo Kumasi baby your friend no kwa dey useden there's a national because one crowd here one kwa say obi na omu yusu empanyifo din say na opanyin bi animu nti ye che wo mo ye che be 8 last week akwa no ye be che no and now me so omra na ye mfa no nko police station ko any statement wa ma okwa ope onko heaven no omra from ye be che no ye MPP ni o ye MPP ni so what they say and no fee say o was continue oba mama party for na wo ye be che no because President Mahama so obi abeg Galamsey bia ye che no. So ignore these people. Ignore them. Ye ba ye. Chief, in the last 9 months, the effort I did see say you fight illegal mining. MPP didn't have that commitment. So why are they saying they are reluctant? State of emergency, no. Oko community beer. A him for her, a teacher for her, a nurse for her. Enquire for how womodo and now one more year mine and swore. Who could declare state of emergency? It takes a new twist. All these people who are not actors of illegal mining will be affected. Then it means the military have taken over and they will use force to enforce government directives. But by the time now you have demobilized the whole place. When, of course, if the police that we have in Ghana, a soldier for a war Ghana, near Manofo, within 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, we can improve on the fight against illegal mining. Why should we go and declare state of emergency? My understanding as a student of security, though, my understanding of state of emergency is different from an MPP communicator in Ashanti region calling for state of emergency. On Tiafia. He doesn't understand. Me, I didn't call for state of emergency because I know what it means. We were opposition. What I said was that President Akufado's appointees were involved. Many were in Komoda. Ministers bidding. All of them are quiet because they were involved. Making because me, I don't hesitate in exposing people. They were involved. So, state of emergency is not an ordinary thing to do. And the president has indicated, sir, he referred the call on him to impose a state of emergency to the appropriate constitutional body. And that is the National Security Council. Meaning, let me distinguish, sir, National Security Council is not the same as National Security Secretariat.
Oh, okay.
It's not the same. And yes, sir, President Mahama, National Security Coordinator, no, National Security Coordinator, in the police state of emergency, National Security Coordinator said that the National Security Council is a bigger constitutional body. The same as a friend of the Council of State. The same as cabinet. And when that body advises you on security matters and you are the president, meaning will you disobey that advice?
No, please.
When you take the decision and anything happens, because a president must not be a security expert to be a president. You rely on other security agencies coming together to advise you as president. The bodies have advised the president that where we have reached the systems to fight illegal mining are still active and very potent. Yes, the media and the advocacy is very loud. It's understandable. The security agencies are up and doing. It is not a case, sir, because Obi Akoye Galamsey, na Kanashigbe, say Yenya Galamsey, my infani panning through due process, Yempanning to jail. That is not the law in Ghana. The law requires that investigations should take place. You should establish what constituted the crime. Then you go to court, and that crime must find place within the law. And then when you take the person to court, the judge will not have the privilege to interfere in the matter. The judge will then apply the law.
I see.
And to win Number two, when the police are actively involved in fighting it, and they are arrested here and there, you don't declare a state of emergency and think, say, we have gotten to the last bit, we cannot do anything about it. Yes, people want speed. Government is working because it involves human beings. If it was a warfare, it is a human-centered crime. It's a social crime. It involves human beings. Tomorrow it will no longer be about Galamsey. It will be about human rights.
Sure.
So we must be circumspect and very calculated in what we call for. MPP's objective in this, you see, they are behaving like witches. Their objective in this conversation is to mislead the government. The MPP's intention is not clean. It is dented with evil, calculated attempt to distract the government. They have every intention to sabotage Gold Board. Because why are they 8 years they are determined, sir. Ghana would degenerate again to where they left us. But that will not happen because God will not allow the innocent Ghanaians to suffer. MPP doesn't have a clear. Whenever you are sitting with an MPP person, you have to be careful. They don't have this country at heart. It is about them or nobody else. If they were a good political party, by this time, like I said, they will go into hibernation and reflect. A political party that have done this kind of rot and looting and irresponsible governance. Na obi kopacho, obi nse wampacho. Which kind of people are these?
Motafe, yanra na ye correspondent to Western region kasa. Na name was for akoyi operation wo ho. Ama omo me Galamsey no makotu omo sosa. Omakotu omo ye Galamsey no. Nemos akotu omo sosa achibi. A confiscate womo niema. Then per the report from our reporter no. Some people believe to be NDC members and the original say no. They won't allow the operations of the Nemos because Omabana was so, and for that matter, they will not allow any interference from the Nemos. Emma Galamsey Nankro for you know, Wamunye. I don't know say we abeto monimua and what the party or the government is doing about
it. Party for there. We are party for. That is why we are leaders. Normally, the party for yeana, Omoakoye Bibia, Ebema party in watching. So they have a certain understanding. That is why we need to educate everybody. Party people will remain party people. To evidence that Namus did their operation and they left. Nobody is powerful than a soldier holding a gun. Those who are calling for state of emergency, who feels that toy guns in the state of emergency? A G3 and woman Becoho. And the soldier for no cockran, we are friendlier. You are calling for state of emergency and you are already complaining. So, nonetheless, the president of the land has made a declaration to the commitment of the people of this country. Say, we, the NDC, we are not against all your party. Nothing stops you So unni papers kwana onya baby a wo too good here. Minia, when you mine, you cover it. When you don't go and do that, and you think your party will cover you, me Mustafa won't go and support such a person. My national chairman will not support such a person. My general secretary will not support such a person. Because Yaka will be any say. O person ya mine. The minister for lands on your MPP in your NDC. Uko hunua, obeto baby ama oye. No oye ni ye. But you decide to say, ensure any forest the mo bianco. Now operations, some of the times, Baby to say, will be too good underground. There will be different kind of mining methods. Grophobia or move a shaft. One more cost, I see a pan, no to a also ban on Tano. Forest ban on Tano. So that is what will allow some NDC people to say, now how do you say a water body be anyhow, and a forest reserve be anyhow, and a how crown and say cuckoo will be what as I say one plot. But omukwa yes. Uko upper Easter, and no be na oho. Uko obuasia, and no be na oho. Inte hono, so nipa ni means from any forest. Na ebia operation be equal affective or more. They would have a cause to complain. Yes. And yet the biano obenya ne papam. There are operational errors, operational challenges that will occur. So we do continuous improvement. Every day we learn out of it. Every day new things are done so that we perfect and get the things right. That is how good people behave. So clearly, yes, our party people may have reacted at a certain place, but NIMOS continue to do a very good job. And we must support them to succeed. And the party is supporting them. Government is supporting them. NPP for women support. So what they are saying.
Whether the Krakramuno, the aftermath of Mampeni meeting the CSOs, sorry. What should the expectation be? Mampeni after meeting the CSOs, expectation and yes, in the coming days, in the coming weeks, in the coming months.
The coming days will be an intensified fight against illegal mining. Shore by shore, nobody will mine in the water bodies and nobody will mine in the forest reserve. We are party new, we are party new, we are NDC new. Oko mining or forest reserve. The orders of the president is as good as state of emergency. When the president of the land has issued an instruction that nobody should mine in the forest reserve and in the water bodies. Oko ya betchu. You can think that you are doing it and they haven't reached your place. But investigations are going to be intensified to make sure that we get the kingpins within MPP new way. Or your friend Tontokrum, your penaction. Your friend Quade, your veteran, or cost rubber from you'll be arrested.
Hey, so said the Mustafa when you bring a Tontokrum guy, then that means the wire there. Aquano, Nyama, why Ukuhu and Nyama Womaya. Ukuhu Nyama Womaya. And then he goes about trying to bribe people all over his way. We would arrest him. Now you declare wanted. What they? You declare wanted. You are inviting us to Omra. You man 2 days, Wama, you be declared wanted, but I'm watching so. Sagana had the only body in court. So I'm telling you that the MPP people are the ones behind it. There are some of the places that, because they have been change of power, they are walking about and pretending so we are NDC for. NDC ni Galamsey. NDC ni mining. We are NDC now who Galamsey ya BHD. You are a traitor and the party will deal with you. I didn't see MPP for the year. One more try buy mu for 8 years. So we are NDC. I didn't know about holding a tree. So I am mining including a tree. Now the Uji concession now will be actually. So the reality will dawn on everyone. It's just early days yet. Let's follow the instructions of the president. Let us all be committed. The people of Ghana should follow the fight. Consistently, government is committed to ensuring that we win that fight. But I hate it when I hear the MPP want to talk about it. Because they are the very people who brought us to this path. Their irresponsibility in governance is what brought us here. Their appetite for money. Everybody wants to be rich.
overnight is what brought us here. Mukode forest come out woman and anka supervise here. Today we will not be talking about pollution of water bodies and forest reserves because every forest reserve is sure at them. So when you mine in the forest reserve, I don't see how somebody will mine in a forest reserve without polluting water because the entire ecosystem is connected in such a way that it is the water bodies that sustain the forest reserve. That is why Uko Northern region, you don't see forest reserve there because we don't have water bodies. So how on earth would you have issued permits for people to go and mine in the water reserve without a concurrent responsibility of ensuring repair and reforestation? So they should shut up and keep quiet so that we, together with the people of Ghana, can fight illegal mining and make sure that we win it.
Mustafa Bedasi no pay.
But
whether in a minute, Dalton Thomasis, our more say, President ni CSO's meeting, no still, saying, sir, it will be an exercise in futility, it will amount to nothing, and for significant change be a mind in the fight against Galamsey. No. In a minute, dear Nobekat, at all.
One casa.
Oh, I be a won't say.
So you see, that's the problem. The problem is that if you have good conscience, how do you know that something that is yet to be done, the end will be a failure? How do you know? So you see, some of the CSO are politically motivated CSOs who, in the conversation about illegal mining, are not willing for the problem to be resolved because they are not diagnosing the problem. All they are interested is to do a PR, blame game, criticize with nothing. They bring nothing on board. Those CSOs don't want to see the win against illegal mining. In other words, a Juma ya shas ya. We are Ghana news, so we are CSO. How do you envisage that it will fail? Let us get there. Let us get there and see if it will fail. But when the president finished with the CSOs, those who went there with good intentions appreciated and said, sir, it's a novelty. In the fight against illegal mining, it has never happened, sir, President Aton suffer a dialogue on illegal mining. It was not just a PR debate, it was a forum to solicit contribution perspectives. Look, there is a bishop, a Catholic bishop, because he's a Catholic bishop in the community, use just mere preaching, conversation with the people, of illegal mining, and all of the community helped him to reduce such people to come and share their perspectives. We are all also in agreement that in dealing with, we still also have to go on community sensitization and engagement so that collectively we appreciate the dangers. And you know, we are CSO. Now tell them and you project to say the fight against illegal mining will fail. It's like somebody seeing a pregnant woman and telling the pregnant woman, say, obey, by four. But those who have good conscience, who are committed to really seeing the fight against illegal mining, they know that it will end well. Where government makes mistakes, they will prompt government. There are several media houses who are engaged in helping the fight against illegal mining. Genuinely, Erastus Asaridonko, he's in the bush every day. He's not a perfect man, but he's highlighted some of the people who are doing illegal mining at places they don't know, so that security agencies can go and take over the place. He doesn't want to see illegal mining end. Can I see that?
Right.
Okasa bebe. No, no beka said, Babia, Asanko mining we have anything, Kumasi baby. One meka said, legal mining koso. me ya mi ko ho ye duru ho no fe na anya mine e tailings and not here wo mo ton edisi dan o ma pile free mine no bebrebe e no wo mo ton e na kuro no nyina no e koto di blocks ye ko ho no me say no I spoke to him about it. So you see, the fact that you are a CSO and you are engaged in the advocacy doesn't mean you really understand the traditional chemistry and how illegal mining works. People don't understand it. So we must all be careful. You can't cry more than the bereaved. The government will be responsible and accountable to the people of Ghana when it comes to the fight against illegal mining. CSOs have a responsibility to help us so that we deal with it. But those within who feel that their objective is to do an NPP agenda, trying to just do a highlighted public PR, when you have good conscience, you don't fear devil. So we are all out and out to fight illegal mining, irrespective of the political consequence. We know that if we win that fight, Ghanaians will applaud us. Ghanaians will applaud His Excellency President Mahama. And I do know that Galamsey, illegal mining will be one of President Mahama's legacies. We would win that fight. Everybody will come to understand, sir, even those who are behind illegal mining, they will repent because they would have known, sir, the activities are not helping the country.
Yeah, that's your pay. Yani Mustafa Bandi, Deputy General Secretary, Deputy Director Operations, Presidency, and a Kitchen Commono.